The sun is making a late appearance today, but do you want to see the other side of the sky? Can you guess what it's like? To the west? You want to see what it looks like to the west? So I'm not sure how long we'll be up here. Yesterday the cloud was closer to us, but today it looks more serious. I'm not sure if the wind will hold it away from us, but meanwhile we have this moment to see Jerusalem. If it rains, I'll have to go indoor, just letting you know. So here we are again in our beloved Jerusalem. It's amazing how Jerusalem has such an echo in the hearts of so many people. It's just Jerusalem, you know. It's amazing. Oops, that's me. That was not intended. Sorry about that. I was trying to zoom into the sunrise. There we go. Got a little bit more there. You can see that silver lining of the cloud. A 6:45 here in Jerusalem in the morning. So good morning, everybody. Just in case it does rain, let's get to the substance of the matter. So the substance of the matter is the book of Job today. We had him yesterday, we started off, and today he's really going into a very bleak outlook. Yesterday we saw, especially at the end of the reading, basically the end of the book, that incredible wisdom of Job, that incredible spiritual maturity. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. I didn't create the universe. I didn't create my life. I don't create all the political regimes in the world, at least not all of them. I don't create all the economic systems of the world, at least not all of them. I don't create all the health conditions in the world, at least not all of them. And so there's a lot of things I don't control. And I'm here. And things might go wrong according to my expectations, my wishes, my desires, my immediate well-being. But I know that my Maker, my Redeemer lives. It's great faith. And I think that line actually comes from Job as well. I know my Redeemer lives. It's amazing, this faith. But today he's going through a very deep crisis, and he's doubting about the value of life. And so this book is such great teaching when you think of the people who wrote this down, the inspiration they had, the understanding they reached of life, and how a man of such extraordinary virtue and righteousness would also go through terrible storms, terrible doubts, terrible periods of darkness. And to be able, oh, there's the sun, to be able to weather the storm, to hold the course of fidelity, of faith, no matter the assailing doubt that comes from inside. Because then there are the attacks from outside, and they won't be missing for Job either. The difficulties will also be from outside, but the ones probably that are more serious are from inside. And we shouldn't underestimate what people go through, people who are suffering depression, people who are suffering a darkness in their mind and heart. There are obviously probably a million different paths and routes to those conditions, factors influencing them, situations, also temperaments make a difference, upbringing, education, especially virtue. But no matter, even here with this very righteous man, the Bible is not afraid to present to us, God's Word is not afraid to present to us the extraordinary challenge of the dark moments of life. The weight of suffering. And people right now are going through that in different places of the world, in different hospitals, in different homes, in different kitchens, in the latitudes and longitudes of the planet Earth. And that also tempers our overly excited enthusiasm, that we delight and celebrate the good, but with a certain discretion. And we also row our boat through the dark night without losing hope. We keep on plugging, keep on walking, keep on trucking. And some relationships go through very difficult times. The trains are going in opposite directions in that family, in that relationship. But it's amazing how things can get turned around. With the ability, the patience of Job, you see, this is where it plays in. Job is also fascinating, just as a work of literature, the incredible vocabulary, similes, metaphors, descriptions. It's really a masterpiece, a delightful masterpiece. And it's great to be pondering that here in Jerusalem, where it has obviously been pondered for ages upon ages. I remember when we were children, we used to love to say that. When we wanted to say something was very long, it was ages and ages. And no better place to say that than here in Jerusalem. And that means then a great prayer to say every day, a great spirit of human solidarity. Each day is to have consideration for the people that are having a hard time today. And I remember even since a child having that little prayer, to pray for the people with the roughest temptations today. And you'd never know the harvest that'll bring in eternity. No prayer is lost, no prayer is wasted. And then I would say also, besides that, the kind deed. You meet somebody, they're well dressed, they have a smile on, but you've no idea what's going on in their heart. No act of kindness and mutual appreciation is ever wasted, or even one-way appreciation, even if you're not appreciated, to show appreciation, to let a person feel that they are really important. And you're not exaggerating, because each person is an image and likeness of God. And really it's the people who go through tremendous trials have great understanding. They understand the human condition. We're called to an amazing spiritual greatness, even though we're so frail, so fragile, so weak, so exposed to hurt and failure and frustration. And then we have another pencil sketch of the apostles in the very contrasting, dramatic setup where Jesus sets his stone like flint. It's a Jeremiah image from the prophet Jeremiah. He sets his stone like flint to face the opposition he will encounter in Jerusalem. Jerusalem. He's setting his face toward Jerusalem. And he sets his face like flint. This is part of the attitude that's also necessary for the harsh moments that come upon us. To have that interior determination that's obviously built upon understanding and prayer. A gift of faith and hope. A gift of love also. And then there's a village that doesn't accept him, and John and the disciples want to bring down fire from heaven to destroy the village, blow it off the map. And they've no idea yet of how Jesus is going to go through here. We're only 200 yards away from Calvary. And Jesus is going the exact opposite direction with them. The two trains going the opposite direction. It's a rough community when the two trains are going the opposite direction. There's a tension, and they want to blow up this Samaritan village. And Jesus is heading for Calvary. He's going to be blown up here. He's going to be horribly tortured. And they don't absolutely get the logic of redemption that he's proposing. A logic of humility, of patience, of suffering. Very much in the line of a lot of what's in Job. It's really amazing. There's a tremendous part of Job in the background of the whole story. Also of Isaiah, the suffering servant. Where the suffering of Job then comes to a whole other level. It becomes the path of redemption, the path of truth of the human condition. The path of liberation of our pretended greatness and power, that we could bring down fire from heaven to destroy a village that closed the doors to us. What an incredible turning of the tables. And that even those people then who would crucify and nail him would be transformed themselves. And those disciples would themselves walk that direction eventually and be martyrs. And be freed from the frustration of suffering, ultimately. Be freed from the frustration of hatred, ultimately. In the path of humble, Job-like patience. It's really extraordinary. And there we have that line today for prayer, the Psalm 88. Let my prayer come before you, Lord. O Lord my God, by day I cry out, at night I clamor in your presence. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my call for help. I think that was the line we had yesterday, incline your ear to my call. So this is amazing. Hey guys, look at the little smoke arising here. I imagine it's smoke from a chimney arising here in the light, in the morning sunlight. There's so many natural works of art in nature, it's amazing. Suggestive. Guys, I let you go. We were blessed that we had a dry. We didn't get a downpour like would seemingly be possible. Maybe somebody else is getting that blessing. But also I see that the floor here is very damp. So it obviously, there were some drops. I felt drops when I came out first. But it was held off. And now the sun has disappeared. So what am I going to tell the Instagrammers? Well, God bless you. See you later, alligators. God bless you.